Turning now to Biden's border crisis, it continues to impact people across the country, not just at the border. Now, people around the country are being impacted by the surge of migrants, no matter where they live.
Joining us now, Newsmax host John Tabacco. He has a story of a veteran who has been displaced out of his home in Staten Island, New York, in order to make room for migrant housing. John, this sounds terrible.
This is the height of insanity. This is when you know you're in bizarro land, guys, when you see a guy who worked his whole life, served his country honorably, evicted.
All right, let's take a look at the video.
Any final words?
The only fireworks I can think of is the governor, where she compared the immigrants coming in during the Depression or during the 30s and like that to the people that are coming in now. Because when they were coming in years ago, they were supposed to have a job, which they did. Whether it was pick and shovel, a wrench, or a paintbrush, they had a job and they went to it. These people are coming in and get wads of cash. I wish I could get on that line. Mayor Adams, I think his city is being overrun, not only by the illegal immigrants, but the people with the guns in their pocket and the ones that are ripping off the stores. He's got to stop to that. We had crime here all the time. They had crime here from when I was young, because when I was growing up, I was in what they call Manhattan, Lower East Side, which was a disaster. But we got through it. We got through it.
Got it.
These people are just, all right, we're here now. My hand is out. And he's filling their pockets. I believe if Trump was president, he would have completed the wall and stopped this group from coming in. He could have let so many in, accommodate so many, as long as they had a job and they produced like the rest of the immigrants did when they came in.
Got it. What about the vets? How did he do for the vets, Trump? You think he would have done this to veterans like you?
No, I don't think Trump would have handled the veterans like Biden did. I think he would have backed them up 100%. You could have seen that with that incident where they got stuck in Afghanistan. Left them all in there to rot.
Exactly.
Yeah, John Tabacco, an incredible interview. But the gentleman, Frank Tamaro, 94 years old. Tell us about him.
Well, look, he was living out his final days, as he told me. He was in a senior home. He was assisted living, and he got kicked to the curb, were his words. Now he's living with his daughter. He served his country bravely and honorably in the Korean War. And it's kind of the real human face on what's happening with this migrant crisis. Veterans of the United States are getting kicked out of their homes for people who came here, I think, illegally.
John, it makes your blood boil to see that happen. It really does.
It sure does. I've been at the forefront of, organizing in my community on this thing. But to sit down with the guy and see his face, it makes it real.
John Tabacco, sir, thank you.
Have you noticed that as everything around you seems to decline, one thing still grows? It is the power of your rulers. None of their plans and directives have solved your problems or made your life better. The only result has been their increased control over you at the cost of your freedom. Do you know why? You gave them the power.